So when I was in Ayala Mall, there was a cosplay event, like super like a cosplay extravaganza competition, so global cosplay gathering. So there was 1,000 cosplay players. So I was just there. Can I take your picture? Can I take your picture? Can I take your picture? So 120 cosplay participants. I took them all and I painted them all. I painted 120 cosplay.
When was that?
Last year. It's all cosplay. Why, do you remember me? Are you cosplaying? It's
No.
cosplay?
When I saw your painting, I was like, is this a Japanese car?
Yeah, they like
That's the reason why.
No, because it's like, why do you have this
Yeah.
guy who looks like a Japanese, this looks like a Filipino warrior, this is like that? Because they're all cosplay, they're in costume. Like that, they're in costume. But then, like, this one is not. This is, these here, this is the heavy ones. So basically, these are not cosplay, these are cosplay. This is like, you can tell that there's a lot of reality here. I mean, this is something like there's a person in real life. I mean, you can tell if they're in costume and if they're in real life. So first trip, I did this. I did 184. I mean, you think I'm kidding, but hello, he'll vouch for me. When I say I did 150, I did 150. And I paid 180 euros extra luggage to get it back. So, but this wasn't heavy. This can fit in your hand luggage because this is 85. But then you can see that there's a real person, there's an emotion. She's a lady. It's always a market. It's always a market because that's where, you know, life is. This could be like a dark area. But this could be cosplay. This guy, I remember this guy. He made his own hat out of plastic. So he cut the hat and they go, oh, pare, what country? Oh, here. No, when I'm in Spain, I paint all Filipinos. I don't paint Spanish people. Here in the Philippines, I paint Spanish. But I stopped the Spanish people because what's the relevance to the Philippines? I mean, it's like you like Juan Luna because although he did paint a lot of Spanish subjects, Juan Luna and Hidalgo, but I don't think I have 150 years for you to develop a case for that. I would like that now, please. Thank you very much. So in short, you have to be sort of Filipino oriented. Because I think that's Philippine art market. You kind of like have to be Filipino, reference Filipino, talk Filipino. You can't say, oh, well, I was in the metro in Spain. And it's like, okay, then go to Spain. I mean, why are you painting Spanish in the Philippines? It's like painting, Chinese or whatever. It's like, well, there are Chinese painters here, and they sell well, but normally it's because of their connections to the Chinese market. You know, like that's a problem. But if you want to go in organically,
You're gonna edit that, right?
no, it's true because one of my Facebook friends, I mean, they're so rich, and she's like the head of a top corporation.
Yeah.
Also, $500,000, $1 million. Because when you buy from her, it's like you're basically
Connection.
kowtowing to a Taipan. So basically, it's like you're saying to the Taipan, I'm supporting your people.
Yeah.
But then who are you supporting here? Dave Kaufman, who the hell are you? Doesn't mean
Somebody.
nothing. Who cares? No, but basically, you've got to train and develop the taste. Because this is obviously teetering on that edge. Is this art? Does this guy have talent? I mean, should this even be on a wall?
I want that on my wall.
I mean, this
It's a
makes
great
you
painting.
question. Because there's so many talented people out there. I mean, Kenneth, Monte Grande, and all those guys. I mean, hello, it's like they're Placido Domingo. And I'm basically like, some punk rocker from London. It's like you're questioning, is that even music? Well, maybe it is.
It is.
Maybe it is. That's where I am. I'm trying to, and it's not like I invented this genre. I mean, all these Germans and these expressionists and these Picassos, they've been making you question that for the last 100 years. Is this art? Right?
Yeah.
Is this talent? Should this be considered? Is this respectable art? I mean, that's been the big question from Miro, from Klimt, from Van Gogh, from all the Impressionists. All the Impressionists never sold anything because they couldn't even get a show, right?
Yeah.
You've read those in the books. They couldn't even get a show. They were outcasts.
Yeah. That's very nice.
So that's where we are. We're still in that question is still on the minds of a lot of people.
Yes.
Is it art? Because a lot of people want pretty pictures. And I can't do that. I'd rather burn all my art than paint a pretty picture. Honestly.
Yeah, but don't burn your art. Yeah.
No, I mean, I couldn't care less.
That's a quote. That's a title.
I could not care less.
That's-
What is it? Did you hear my quote earlier?
No.
This is not still life. I still.
I
life.
still.
No, I like that. This is hashtag steal life.
I don't. This is not still life. This I still life. That's original.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
quotable quote.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna post it tonight before you.
I don't do still lives. I still life.
When
Because
I-
that's what it
But
is.
who, may I ask, who is this character?
Well, someone on my phone. I mean, I just.
You still have the picture?
I have older photos here, but I have to go through it.
You,
because I
you
have
know,
to-
he reminds me of Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Yeah, well, the colors.
Yeah.
The Gaultier, like his 90s works. I mean, if I went through this, I mean, I keep on losing this. I mean, can you be in Madrid?
Yeah.
I dropped this.
Oh my God.
Then my wife was like, I can't ask her, she'll like get mad. So I asked my secretary in Manila, can you call the number? And she's like, I don't even speak Spanish. So she was good enough to record. She spoke to the guy in Spanish using Google Translate.
Sure, okay.
And then she
Oh, wow.
recorded her video
Mm.
with the guy. And then I made it the portera in my building listen.
Yeah.
And then there's a Filipino upstairs also. So later on, we're like, okay, so they gave the address. Then I went to the, so I'm ready to give the guy €100.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd give a guy €100 to get your food back,
yeah.
right? They're like, no.
Ayaw.
No, give €15 for beer. But you'd give €100. You give €500 back.
I don't know. 100,
But,
yeah.
but there's enough
Yeah.
information on here that
Yeah.
will be worth it.
Definitely.
20,000 pesos. You
Yeah.
want that phone back.
Definitely.
Your code.
15
your-
for a beer? Oh, that's nice of them.
No, €15.
Yeah, that's why. That's why they just wanted the beer, so it's very kind of them.
No, they didn't want a beer. The portera told me she gave the 100 back. She put it in my pocket, and then
Oh,
she just
really?
and then she told me give €15. And the guy didn't like question it. He just said, "Ay, sir, pwede additional." You know, in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Sir, well, how about 50? No, I mean, hello, suffering. We're suffering.
Yeah.
These guys there, they have jobs.
Yes.
And they're very religious. I mean,
Yes.
they're all in church. If you're like 60 or 55, you're going to church almost every day in Spain. They're very, very religious. So if you find the phone, you're empathizing with the whoever lost that phone.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's good work, David.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this work.
Yeah, well, here. So I mean, basically, I will have their photos. I have all. I just have to look for it.
You don't have to look for it now. Enjoy your show.
I won't. But more or less, like here, this is one day I'm gonna paint those.
Oh.
LED.
Yeah.
That's in Thailand. So I just took pictures of an LED screen. But
Yeah.
you know, that's not my thing. So I won't go there.
It's the grid. Like I say.
Hey, Griffin.
Good to see you.
How are you? Coming.